Money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time and doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
Although nobody on the Instagram can hear that, though.
So we just look like
You
jackasses.
totally just started dancing for no reason.
Oh.
There was music.
Yeah, so...
I promise. It wasn't just in my head.
Yeah, except it was.
Yeah,
it was just
totally.
in
It
the
was.
whole time.
Really.
All right, guys, welcome to the Balls Deep podcast. I am your host, Kyle Balls, current porn producer. Haven't been, still doing that, so that's cool. Got my boy Wayne over here. He's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
What
got
was that?
Misty Meaner with us today. Oh, yeah.
Wait, I want that after mine.
Yeah, okay.
The world famous Misty Meaner here today.
Famous. That's good.
I really
like
wish
that.
we both had access to that button.
Me
'cause
too.
It would get abused. So, guys, we are we're doing a podcast right now for anybody who's watching on Instagram. I think we're live on OnlyFans too. We're also kind of doing a Q&A because we're not that good at this. And sometimes we just need stuff to talk about. So if you guys have questions or you want to ask us stuff, now's the chance to do that. If not, it just ends up being me and Misty shooting the shit for an hour.
We're good at that.
Yeah, which we can. We just spent all day shooting.
We did. Balls deep.
Feeling quite drained. Okay, Wayne,
Yep.
what are we talking about?
I thought we'd talk about Misty.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what we should do. She is the guest today.
Talk about me.
Yeah.
I want to meet her. She's pretty awesome.
Aw, thanks.
Better city, Vegas or Orlando? I don't know. I love everything about Orlando except I miss my Vegas peeps.
Pacers.
I like Vegas.
STJ.
It's TJ from Pacers.
Oh.
How long has it been since you left?
How long ago was it? Yeah.
October 2015. So coming up on almost 10 years since I left San Diego. Okay, Misty. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
All right. Yeah. Porn. That's what we do. That's what we're
Porn.
doing these days.
How long have you been a freak?
Yeah. Well, I actually know that question. That's a whole different question from what I was going to ask. How long have you been getting paid for it to be a
Like-
freak? Yeah.
Well, it all started back in the day in 1993 when I was born.
Yeah.
I started doing paid work like right after COVID. So
damn. Like, 'cause you were at my house party
I was just doing like
in June
I
of
wasn't
2020.
doing any paid shoots then. It was just content trade and like filming what I wanted and not doing anything mainstream. So, but before that, I'd been doing that before OnlyFans was even a thing. I was on a site called Findro and like I was doing that for a long time.
Freaks,
So,
freaks and geeks right there.
What's that? What's it called?
it was called Findro. I'm pretty sure it's still a thing, but I don't use it anymore because everyone switched to OnlyFans.
Got in after
Professional
COVID,
smut
during
peddler.
COVID, around COVID.
After COVID, I really didn't start shooting paid work until I got to Florida.
Damn.
I did a little bit, Vegas. Yeah, Vegas
I mean,
was all
I did
content
I did a paid shoot for you.
And
I think in Vegas. Yeah, I think
You
I
were
was
like my
one of the-
first one.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Didn't
you were
know
my
that.
first one.
Didn't know that. It's cool.
Yeah.
And you did great. I remember that was the massage
Thanks.
one that like
Oh yeah, that was good.
still to this day, if I send that out on OnlyFans, that's a quick $300 to $500 in a day just for that scene.
And I look completely different now, so that's saying something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were like one of my only paid shoots then, and then I really didn't do any more until I got here.
And obviously she looks incredible now, guys. She looks incredible back when I met her, but her style and her hair color was different. And I remember looking at her, and I know you're not really supposed to think this when you meet someone, but I was still like, what is she? And I remember you told me your nationality or your background, and I was like, I didn't see that at all. I was thinking like native or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one caught me off guard. So what is the official?
I am Japanese and German and probably a whole bunch of other stuff, but I look like I'm Hawaiian or something.
The Axis Alliance right there. And that's what she is.
Right? Exactly. But yeah, I'm just tan.
I am actually thinking about coming out to San Diego for a little while, guys. Wayne takes vacations out there. I need to join him sometime.
I'm not even paying attention to my people. I'm sorry, people. Hi.
How do you feel about being a role model for bigger guys? I don't know. Don't do what I do. That's pretty, that's not good because It's always my favorite thing is when guys like, I want to be like you, and I'm
You're
like,
not being fat positive right
Yeah,
now,
like, yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting for the plus size community, guys. I'm rooting for us to get out of the plus size community.
Shots fired. Love it. Here for it.
Yeah. It's like, I want to be like you. And I'm like, what? Overweight, tired, depressed? You can do it, guys. I
Yeah.
believe in you.
I have faith in you.
Woo woo.
Here,
Yeah.
but you know what you're doing.
What's her name? Misty Meaner.
Misty Meaner here. It is me.
Someone
The
just
one and
yelled,
only.
Misty!
Yay.
Kiss her, bro. No.
We don't really do that. He just
Yeah.
puts his penis inside me.
Pretty much, yeah. Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
Blast in her face. I'm like, kiss her. So started doing some paid work when you got to Florida. And I remember that's when I saw you become a traveling fool there for a while.
Yes.
Yes.
For a while.
Suitcase life.
Yeah, fuck that shit. For a while, I was going to LA like once a month, and I quickly realized that every time I travel across the country, I get sick. Like, I've tried hand sanitizer, even when the masks were a thing, which that just made me feel worse, but like hand sanitizer to the whole seat, the whole tray, the whole airplane before I get on. And I still, vitamin C, like vitamin loading, and I still, every time I would show up and then I'd get a fever, and then I would have to like perform with a fever or be super sick. And
Rock
so I
and roll.
stopped doing that because it was really bad for my health. But I got a lot of work in then, which was good to like make the name and show that I'm around.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, definitely. You know, so kind of to this day when I work with girls who are more like independent models, like with OnlyFans and everything. Now you can kind of do your own thing. Just keep the mainstream to like occasionally boost your name every now and then.
Yeah, the thing is I love shooting mainstream because I love full productions. So I like the full.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. I wish
like
we were
the
at that
acting.
level.
You pretty much are. There's just less people involved.
I feel like I've told this story before, so if I've told it to you, I'm sorry. I had a model friend, and I'm not going to name her because I don't want her to get screwed over by this company. But she's worked with me a few times, and she's on a mainstream set. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's the director or whoever is talking to her about the shoot, and he says like, okay, we're gonna do this one a little different. So she's sitting down with the script, and she goes, okay, what are we doing now? Sorry, we have a camera down. Hold on. No. He says, what are we gonna do now? And he goes, okay, have you ever seen WCA production, like a Kyle Ball's film? We're going for that style. And the girl,
that's awesome.
She's my friend, so I wasn't like mad at her for saying it, but the girl like almost fell over laughing because she's like, you're trying to mimic him? You just need to be one fat guy with a camera. Like you got like 12 people in here filming shit. Like that's not Kyle Ball's style. So that made me feel good. And I know the company that she said was doing this, and so I like I said, I won't say anything because
that's like,
I don't want to. But I was like, oh, big company ripping me off.
It's
That's
a
sweet.
huge compliment, but
Yeah.
it's I'm sure most of them do it. They look at see the clip stores. And
I know the one of them
you
you shoot with a lot. They hit me up once a month wanting to license my content for their site.
Oh, why don't you do it?
They can't afford me.
I love that.
They're even willing to let me continue selling it on my site pages and everything. They just want to fill up theirs, but I'm still like,
Wow.
gotta pay me more than that if you want it,
Yeah.
guys. Because right now it's like the number they're offering per complete series is to the point where I'm like, that's not even worth like faxing you the model releases or emailing you the model releases for me to do that.
Yikes.
And
They
then-
should pay for what it's worth.
Well, then they were offering to basically like subsidize my shoots and be the equivalent of paying you your rate when I'm shooting with you. But then they tried to give me a list of things that would be required.
Do they give you the script? Because that'll completely fuck everything up.
It wasn't the script, but they basically, obviously, anybody who's a fan of me on here knows they wanted like cum shots. They wanted this, they wanted that. And I was like, do you want my stuff that makes money, or you just want to direct your own scene for some reason and have a fat guy do it? Like, I don't, at this point, it's not really a Kyle Balls film. It's you guys telling me what to do film.
That's so true.
So we did not come to an agreement.
Good.
Kiss her, bro, please. No, don't
what
be
is this?
weird with it. Jesus.
Is this a Mets game?
Yeah. This is not kitten. See? Now she's licking me. Just look at me.
You like that?
That's probably what's going to get us banned on Instagram. There's too much tongue in that. There's a little
Honestly,
flickage.
if you just tag me on Instagram, your
Yeah,
account will get banned.
Hashtag free Misty.
Hashtag free
Hashtag
Misty.
free Misty.
I still have that on my page.
So outside of your amazing first page shoot with me, no, what was your first what was your first shoot like when you were actually like on a real mainstream set, not a knockoff one like myself?
This implies that I remember what my first shoot was.
So it was really memorable, is what she's saying. It really stuck with her after all this time.
I don't know. I think that
Like, it would be weird to think of you as nervous.
I get nervous, but it's not like the type of nervous that other people get where they're like, I have anxiety. Like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Like, I'm excited.
Okay, I'm excited.
But I get excited, nervous, and that does make me flustered. My body reacts to that. I might get a little hot. Might get some sweaty pits, But
Yeah,
I'm still just
staying sexy with it.
I'm still just gonna channel that into being excited and into the performance.
This is way more entertaining than anything on Netflix right now. Thank you, Luke.
I'm so glad. But yeah, I think that maybe my first mainstream set was one of the Mike Adriano sites, I think, which is in LA. So he does Swallowed, which I did a bunch of Swallowed scenes, which are some of my favorite, but I don't remember if that's it. It could be that, could be Reality Kings. I don't know. They're all, honestly, after doing storyline stuff, most of the things are just show up and suck dick. Well, and so for Swallowed, that's pretty much what it is just be raunchy and drool a lot and suck dick. And so I was like, cool, this is super easy. And then the Reality Kings too, for the most part, is a lot of it has a little bit of a storyline, but then it's just kind of gonzo. And so that was really easy too. So yeah,
Gotcha.
People were very attentive. I thought it was weird that they had PAs that wouldn't let me stand up to get something to drink.
We'll wipe your feet. You stay still.
No, that's actually that's how they are for the Adriano sites. Their PAs are on point. You cannot do anything yourself. So it was an experience, that's for sure.
So only because we had talked about it off camera, I got to bring it up. Never went with an agent, huh?
No.
Just so I kind of know, but did you pretty much just wait for someone to hit you up? Did you hit up a couple companies and go hey, it's me. I want to shoot.
Yes.
Bitches.
Yeah, if you don't have an agent, then you're doing all the work yourself. So
Okay.
I was in...
And it seems to have worked out for you. So
Yeah, I was building up my brand and starting my social media with all getting my followers and stuff. So I had something for them to go off of. But then I just be in the DMs.
Gotcha.
Slide in those DMs. Twitter is how I get the majority of my work.
Gotcha.
So I'm just in there like swimwear.
Oh, we're going backwards in time too, but I was actually trying to think how I met you. Now, I remember you guys came to the party, and I remember I was out in the pool, and I think you were the one we exchanged numbers. We texted or whatever, and you guys texted me or messaged me you were there. And I think I had you out front for 4 or 5 minutes before I saw the text. So I felt like a dick on that.
That was me.
But was it Bambi that I invited and she brought her household? I don't remember, because I don't know if it was necessarily that I reached out to you. But I don't know. That was when I was new in Vegas, and I was just inviting everybody and their mama.
I'm sorry. Can we step back a second? You said brought their household.
We did. We brought the whole house.
Okay.
At the time, they were living in a cam house, or
Yeah.
So
we brought
okay,
all of our
okay.
yeah,
roommates.
not the kids and grandma and grandpa or anything like
that's what
that.
I thought you were
Other
saying.
industry people who lived in the house with them.
Or was it Zoe? Did you know Zoe?
Could have been
Fox?
Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been it.
So she probably is the one that invited us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Like I said, I was industry party, so I was happy for everybody to be there. But yeah.
I knew
remember
who
when
you
you
were, though.
Huh?
I knew who you were, though.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah.
Well, because I think that we'd already, somehow we'd already met, because I remember at the first party I went to, I was super butthurt because you hadn't asked me to do a shoot with you yet.
We couldn't have met, but I could have messaged you, or there could have been some way, that we had talked
But
at
I
some
was
point.
oh, it's fine. He just doesn't like me.
I remember. So that's what makes me think that's what makes me think I didn't really meet you or whatever. Because I remember the moment I saw you, I'm like, oh, that looks like a future stepmom of mine right there. It's definitely a stepmom in the making. So something else kind of random, Wayne. I just realized we actually would have to go back and count before we gave her the official award. But I think Misty might have the most life of balls under her belt.
Yeah, actually, I would definitely.
Yeah,
I'm willing to say that that's a thing.
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty close
Yeah.
to lots of Life of Balls appearances.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
I don't know if it's what the people want, but it's what
Yeah.
the people get because
Life
I
of
want to
Balls
go do
warrior
fun
right there.
stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Kyle. Oh, you're going to that thing? Cool.
Yeah.
I want to come too.
Right? Like,
I just invite myself.
It
But
works.
they're so fun.
It works.
yeah, that was just, anyways, just kind of random. I was like, I think
Do I get a trophy?
Yeah, we're gonna have to give you a trophy or something.
Yeah.
What about that?
Life of Balls Lifetime Achievement
Can I have
Award.
that?
Yes, I will. I will give you one.
But I want
What
on a Sharpie, like, right,
Yeah,
Life of Balls.
number
most
one Life of
Balls.
Ball
Yeah.
guest star.
Yeah.
Life of Balls guest star.
The sound bar?
No, the naked statue.
Oh,
It looks
I
like
was
a.
like,
It looks like an Oscar you would give to a porn star.
It looks like a trophy, but it has
Yeah.
boobies on it.
So I'm sure by the time this comes out, it will have already happened, and we're going to be filming an episode of Life of Balls there, so you guys will be able to see that later. But you're getting naked on stage soon.
Yeah.
You're featuring.
Do they let us get naked there? It's Tampa.
Oh, I don't know. I
don't know.
I was gonna pay you for illegal naughty lap dances in the back anyways, so
Yeah.
we might get kicked out. We'll see what happens. Wayne will be there filming, so
Right. That is true.
yeah.
June 10th. I'm
Watch,
going to be at the
watch Kyle
Whiskey.
Balls get beat up by a bouncer.
I'm gonna be
Where's
at-
Donald when I need him?
Wait,
Yeah.
it's in Seminole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's called the Whiskey, and it's a strip club, and I am feature dancing, and I have not danced in like a year. So if you want to see me dance, this is your chance.
So have you actually like headline featured before, or because I know you worked at a club
Yeah.
for a while, but
Yeah, I think I did one feature gig, but it was on like a Tuesday or something. I don't know. There was like no one there. I didn't promote it. Like they asked me like the day before, and
they
I was
paid.
like, okay.
I showed up. I did my thing.
Yeah, but I danced at a strip
I'm
club for like a year. It was great.
Yeah, so you're already ahead of most porn girls. As someone who doesn't know, I did 10 years as a strip club bouncer and manager, and Wayne did almost 20.
not as a bouncer, just.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wayne will scrap if he's got to.
I've got
Yeah,
my-
I definitely know.
He'll come out of
I
that
have
DJ
the strip
booth.
club like life experience.
Yeah.
I worked there, and then Miles was the manager there, so we like lived there for a year.
But so it was just like some of the features we would get through. I always felt bad because I'm like these girls have never danced on stage before, and they have to go up and do fucking like a 7-8 minute set, and
Yeah,
it could get rough sometimes.
Yeah.
it can.
It could
See,
get rough.
that's the thing.
They
It's
could
like,
literally shit themselves.
oh my god, wait, has that happened?
Oh my God! Yes, that has happened.
I told the story on Life of Balls, so I don't know if anybody's already heard it, but yes.
I need to hear it.
The club that me and Wayne met at is Little Darlings in San Diego. Technically Lemon Grove, but most people would say San Diego. It is about the size of what I think the whiskey is.
Okay.
Like, it has been a long time. What do you think the capacity was of Little Darlings?
Well, with the fire department has had us at 100, but I mean, you could squeeze 200 people in there and not have to be like sardines.
I would say at
mean,
100 though, especially because Deja Vu, like those big barrel chairs you always see in
Yeah.
strip clubs. At 100, we were maxed. And we would get a porn star through, and it just so happened because Deja Vu would bring in the porn star for an entire week at the clubs, and Little Darlings night, out of all the 5 Deja Vus or 4 Deja Vus in town, we'd get them on Saturdays. And it was me and one other bouncer who you'll actually meet. He's moving out here.
Okay.
It was me and him. He would work outside on Saturday, and I would work inside. Friday, I was outside, he was inside. So it was just kind of a way to keep equal tips because that's the whole reason you're working there. Because we always got the porn star on Saturday, he would be working outside. I would have to basically be there. It's the fun way to say is their bodyguard. Really, it's their bitch.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like, I mean, I got to hang out with Lisa Ann came by so often that I actually
That's
got to know
awesome.
her. I have pictures with her. She remembered me. We'd shoot the shit.
Very cool.
Anyways, we get the WWE star China Doll.
oh.
She's feature dancing.
Okay.
And Dan kind of goes like,
she shit herself?
Dan kind of asked me, he's coming up that week, and he goes, "Hey, could we switch nights? Because finally, there's a guy who doesn't really watch a lot of porn. He's like, there's finally a girl coming I know, so it'd
Yeah.
be cool to get that autograph and picture." And I was like, "Of course." So we switch. I'm working the door, checking IDs, doing my security job. He walks up to the door and just has this sad look on his face. And I was like, "What happened?" Now, when China showed up, she looked a little fucked up.
Oh no.
He goes, "She just shit herself on stage."
Oh no. Girl, you got to do that in the back room when people pay you the big bucks.
And I remember he looked at me and we made this joke on Life of Balls, but it really was like, that sounds like an inside guy problem. I'm working the door secure, and I gotta be secure
out
up
here with all this fresh
checking
air.
IDs and shit like that. And he came and talked to me later. He's like, I had to scrape her shitty underwear off the stage.
So she shit her pants.
Yeah, she shit her pants. And that wasn't
and then
like
left him on the stage.
it wasn't like there was a massive
like a pile.
crap river coming down or whatever. Like
Crap river.
Yeah, she later passed away. I think from. Was it like drug overdose or something
Was
like
it?
that?
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't
Is that why we're able to
remember.
talk about this?
Yeah, I probably told the story back then, but yeah, this is like 2010,
Oh my
2011.
God, that's the
And
worst.
he never asked to work inside again on a porn star night. That was his only night. And I felt bad because I was more than happy. Like, yeah, sure, we'll switch, whatever. I don't, it's more of a pain in the ass when they're there, but whatever. You want to work inside, go ahead. And just the look of sadness and defeat on his face.
I'm not gonna shit on stage.
Awesome. Probably not the way
At least
to go.
I say that now. I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
I'm about to jinx myself.
Are you gonna try your best not to, or
Like I said, you save that for the back room. If someone pays you the big bucks,
Oh,
you shit on their
yeah.
chest. They shit on their chest. You're good. There you go.
Oh,
But it's a lot of money. Not on stage though. That's like free.
we made the joke about getting you on here, and we're like, Misty's podcast is going to be like the pee-pee podcast. Like, oh, so you just piss
Beep,
on him?
beep,
No,
boop,
we went the
boop.
other way. We were shitting on him.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I do not do shit. I love piss, but I do not do shit. I actually have before, like to be completely honest, but it is for large amounts of money, and it is not going in my mouth or on me.
It really sounded like a mid-30s housewife who was like,
I am.
I was in
basically.
college.
I'm
It was a
almost
dark
30.
time. I don't want to talk
I don't
about
wanna
it.
talk
Like
about it.
it was mistakes were made by all.
Yeah, no, I've done
I did
like
what I had to.
Yeah.
I've only done it once, and it was a custom video request, and it was a porn star shit orgy basically, and he paid all of us a absolutely ridiculous amount of money each.
Better have been ungodly.
Yeah, like I am pretty sure a lot of people would do a
Misty's
lot of
getting a new
things
car.
for a
Right.
couple $1,000s, but this was more than a couple $1,000s. So yeah, it was great.
Hi Kyle. I want to ask you a question. How many girls sleep with you? Are you asking like?
Well, usually they're gone right after the shoot. So they don't
Are
sleep.
you
They're
asking
just
like how many of
"Peace."
them share my bed, or are you asking me how many girls have I slept with in my life?
A lot.
Yeah, like I have no idea.
The answer is a lot.
Hundreds upon hundreds, probably. I feel like I'd be safe to say in the thousands now.
Yeah, I have no
A
idea.
more interesting question is how much have you paid them?
A lot.
Hundreds of thousands by now.
thousands,
Hundreds of
right?
thousands by now.
People always ask my body count, and I have no idea. Like,
I can tell you how many serious relationships I've had in my
me
life,
too.
like
On one
intimate,
hand.
like even
Three.
serious dating. Like
Yeah.
three. I
I've
think
had
is
three.
at 36. I've had 3 in my entire life. But
Yeah.
how many dates have I gone on? Dozens and dozens of people I've taken on the typical 2 to 3 date max before
That
I'm like,
doesn't count.
This
Yeah.
ain't gonna work. But
Yeah.
just casual. I mean, it happens a lot in porn, but it also happens a lot in the strip club industry. It's hard for a lot of the girls in the industry to date because most guys who are going to be okay with their girls being strippers, a lot of times they're shitheads. Not always. There's plenty of good ones out there, but a lot of times the girls we would see dating the guys we would see these girls dating were usually losers.
Or pimps.
Yep, but wannabe pimp. A lot of wannabe pimps.
Yeah.
But so if you got a single girl and she wants to get laid and doesn't want to deal with the drama behind that, and you're already working as security, so you already have this masculine energy around her, and then it would happen if you had a night where as security you whoop someone's ass. Oh, you're so getting laid. Like if the girls actually see you throw down, oh my god, you're like, if you're lucky you might get 2 or 3 of them. And so yeah, that would happen. Like lots of strip club fuck buddies where it wasn't anything official. So yeah, I mean, and I started in the strip clubs at 18, guys. So
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, I mean, that was before smartphones even.
For me, it was like once you go to a couple orgies, like how the fuck are you supposed to count? Like, there's like 20 plus people there. How are you supposed to keep track?
Yeah, whose dick is this?
Right?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know how many there were?
Is that your finger in my ass?
That's the best part about orgies. You never know.
So we've got your professional life. when did the first freaky personal life stuff happen? And we'll say like,
Legally?
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Legally. Don't even want to use the words.
Yeah.
Like just 18-year-old Misty going to a swingers club or something.
Yes.
Pretty much. Jesus.
So we'll actually we'll say 18. Let's just say 18. But for a long time I was into BDSM. So I was on FetLife, which was back when I was 18, was actually like a legit source for events and stuff if you're trying to find people to like do kinky shit with or go to a dungeon or something. So I was going to those parties when I was 18, and then that naturally kind of like coincided with swinging. Mm-hmm. So like then I started going to swinger parties, or I'd go to a swinger house with like my dom at the time. And like then we would swing with all these people, and then you just meet so many people in there. It's like a rolling thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's snowballing. I got you.
Becomes your whole life.
Dick coming at you left and right.
Well, I mean, so that's why I started doing porn.
Gotcha.
Is because I was already doing all that stuff, and I was like, why am I not making money off of this?
It's funny. Like you're one of the higher selling girls I work with. And
Yay.
I can honestly say, like, the 3 or 4 highest selling girls I have right now, all of you have that same story of, like,
Yeah.
I was already a freak having all this fun at swinger parties and orgies, and then I realized I could get paid for it.
It's because we actually are enjoying what we're doing.
Let me tell you, they are fun to work with when
Yeah.
they enjoy it.
We have a passion. Like I worked at a sex shop for 4 years. I ended up managing a bunch of the lovers packages in Washington, which are in California too. But
Shout out.
Yeah, but I like have always been sexual, always. And so like even before I was doing porn, like I was selling dildos, like
Slinging dicks.
yeah, like
yeah.
it's just always been like that. Like my parents are not surprised. Like no one from my high school surprised when they go on the hub and see me. They're like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that was actually going to be the follow-up question is, how'd your parents do with it all? Like, how did that?
Well, so my mom, she asked,
I definitely think like obviously your upbringing, everybody's upbringing is going to be a little different, but I tend to think like parents aren't thrilled when their sons are doing it.
yeah.
But in today's society, there's always a little bit more of like, not my daughter.
Yeah, well, I mean, since I was, like I was saying, like, since I was like this growing up,
Yeah.
they were just kind of like, this is just
No,
how
no.
she is. So, like, they knew I worked at the sex shop. Like, they would come see me and pick me up and stuff. And
Yeah.
then, like, they knew I was into power dynamics with my relationship. So, like, my first relationship ever, like, he was my master. And, like, I told my parents this, like, this is what I do. This is what I do.
Can't wait to bring him home for Christmas.
Yeah, and like he was awesome, but like I don't think they're shocked at all, but I told my mom and she asked like all the very mom questions like safety and you can
So
get
momish.
butt cancer, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. Mom.
Yeah.
And then my dad just pretends like I didn't tell him.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a safe way to go about
Yeah.
it. That's a safe way.
Never brings it up ever. Just pretends like that's not a thing.
Cool. All right, that works. I'm just curious. Everybody's got their own variety. Sometimes I'll get girls on here who are like, 5 years in, kind of veterans, and their families don't know.
Right? I don't know how
Yeah.
that works, but I'm like, at the point I wasn't living with my parents anymore, but I was still in the same state as them. So when I quit my job, I wanted them to know that I had an income still, like that I wasn't just freeballing it.
Did you have like a regular civilian job? Or?
I did, yeah. So
Tell me about it.
I did property management for like
Ooh.
3 years. I actually really liked it.
Come collect my rent, please.
I will.
Yeah,
anytime.
that could be fun.
I already did.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry, landlady. I can't pay the rent this month. Can I pay it another way?
You can pay it in cock.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. I did
yeah.
property management. It was a desk job. I shot porn while I was working there. Like I shot it under the desk and stuff when I was doing the OnlyFans type stuff.
sorry. I was like about to be like, me too, because while working at Domino's, I was shooting porn on the side. I never shot porn.
Well, you missed a great opportunity there.
While driving and jerking while.
No, you have the pizza boxes. You have the pizza outfit. How could you not do this, Kyle?
Right, yeah.
You could be the dick in the box guy with the pizza box, and you have it all.
I was worried about getting sued for the uniform.
Well, you just take duct tape
Wait, really?
and put it over that part.
They had a pretty firm policy they would make you sign.
Yeah.
Really?
I believe
Basically,
it.
about the second you're off work, take that uniform off before you go do anything. And if it appears on social media, they'll be up your ass about it.
But yeah, I did have a civilian job, and it was great. I liked it a lot. It was fun.
Cool.
I learned a lot. I did accounting and stuff for that job, and so like now I have all these like cool things that I know about that transfers into this job. Like every day I still use the things that I learned working retail, and I still use the things that I learned working property management, accounting, and customer service in this job. So
I was always
Why are you laughing at me?
I was always really
Do
good
you
at
still
pulling.
use the calculus though?
I never did calculus. I can't do math.
I thought you were like an AP kid, like you were in all those high-end classes.
Absolutely, I was, but it was never math. I'm
No.
terrible at math. I'm good at English and like history, but math, I can't even do like basic
Yeah, so-
division.
I should not have graduated high school.
Same.
Paid off though.
Yeah.
Sell drugs, kids. It works.
God, that's how you get kicked off of your live. Jesus.
Remember, kids, crime pays.
Oh my God. You're gonna get me kicked off my live.
Yeah. Just like as Misty's slowly inching out of frame. Yeah, whatever you say, man. I was always really good at pulling amateurs. That could have been from 10 years of turning waitresses into strippers.
Yes, 100%.
That was the standard procedure. It was really hard to go hire strippers like out on the street, but it was really easy to hire waitresses.
Oh yeah,
But you can't turn strippers into porn stars. I've tried. It sucks.
yeah. That's much harder.
For your show, I think I told you about this. I spoke to the owner of the club because we're filming Life of Balls there, and that was one of the things she had mentioned.
Like
was
no recruiting.
No, it was more like if you shoot anything with the girls, I need to be aware and make sure you do model releases. And I didn't. I mean, she was a talker, and so I was just kind of letting her go. But I was like, that is
shit.
the last group I
Yeah.
will try and pull from. I will pull amateur girls at your club out before I will try and pull
From the
strippers.
audience.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
and what I really wanted to say, and I didn't know if she get butthurt. I'm like, no, I'm just bringing my own. Like I Paris and Bella are kind of like we have girls
I have my
already
own
on the
porn
show. I'm
stars.
not going to try and grab your fucking amateurs.
Yeah.
Like they may be beautiful, they're probably awesome and everything, but like that's the last group
Zero
of girls.
commitment.
They make way too much. I shouldn't say way too much. They make just enough money in their day job as dancers to look down on porn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
I was shocked. I thought it'd be so easy to find people to collab with. Not one.
Yep. I thought it would be the easiest thing in the world when I started because I was still working in the clubs, and it's the hardest thing. I was so much better off when I got to Alabama and was just pulling the housewives.
Alabama.
Yeah, toothless housewives in Alabama made me rich.
Hey, that's a good blowjob.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No,
Here we
she-
go again.
Does she like cut or uncut?
I like big dick,
There you go.
but I do like. I know how.
You're the only girl. You're the only girl who's ever really said that on all the hot tub lives and
What?
everything I do. Yeah, every girl. I think they're just trying to appeal to a broader base or something like that, and they'll all be like, "I'll take a big one. I'll take a small one." What I prefer is generally like they'll go into like the 6-inch one. And I remember I asked you when we did our hot tub live like over 2.5 years ago. You were the first one who was like, "I want it fucking huge. I want it to beat the shit out of my cervix. I want it massive." And I remember I looked at you like I was looking at you kind of like as a producer trying to help a friend out, and I was like, "Are you sure you want to say that? Huge." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, cool, guys. That's so the 99% of you ain't got shit on her."
No,
So
okay, but the thing is that's saying like what I really like, but that's not me saying that I'm not gonna work with people that don't have massive
no,
dicks
well, it wasn't work. It was
Yeah.
just it's the typical thing.
or fuck in general.
They all want me to ask like what's the girl really into in her personal life as far as that, and it was like when you said that it was most of them like, all right, so we don't get a shot. Like nope,
but
we
they
don't measure up.
do. But they do. That's the thing is like I really don't discriminate because of that at all. That's just I'm like I love big dick, but also I've fucked lots and lots of people with small dicks on purpose for like I made the
On
choice.
purpose.
I made the choice, like not just for work. So
Then I saw the current penis you're cohabitating with, you're
Yeah.
engaged to, and I was like, put that away before you hurt someone.
take somebody's
Fucking,
eye
yeah.
out.
Holster that hog leg.
Holster. Yeah, but I mean, but I do think that like, oh no, it's not about size, it's the motion of the ocean. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. But also some girls, like, they have their vaginas are different and like their cervix is lower. So if they are taking a big dick, it hurts.
Yeah, no, and that's probably what we're getting a lot of times from a lot of the girls is like,
Yeah.
you know,
And like my
5
cervix
inches
is way
is more
up
than
there.
what they want. It's like, that's enough. I don't need any more than that to destroy me on a daily.
I like being destroyed. Everyone knows this with it. Well, maybe not if they've seen our
shooting,
content.
Yeah, that's
but
what shooting with Misty's like. Is she coming or going to punch me? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going with it.
I would never punch you. Unless you ask me to.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Sure. Finger going up a butt. We don't know what's going to happen. A little butt bandit over there.
Butt bandit. Hey, it feels
Hi.
good from what I've heard.
Hi, how's it going, Wayne?
Oh, pretty good, you know.
Is he gonna fuck you? He already did.
Yeah, we went out
Earlier today?
for a couple hours. Like not the whole fucking. It was a shoot. So
It was a shoot, but
yeah.
we made a full big series for you.
We actually it was a. I haven't been this excited about a series in a while.
It's gonna be.
It all came together pretty good, and I have dumped it on my editor to get out as quick as possible to you guys. So stay tuned. Take the internet by storm.
Do the sound. Do the sound.
Well, it kind of loses
Yeah.
something when you're telling me to do it now, and now I'm doing it. Like,
It just puts the smile on her face.
I love it.
So, as far as porn goes, what has been probably like the most fun thing, most exciting thing that's happened to you on porn? And that doesn't necessarily have to be a set. That can just be like life-changing, like a convention or getting invited to a celebrity party because you're Misty Meaner. Like, I mean, you know,
I don't
anything
think
like
that's
that.
happened yet.
Okay, we'll give it time. We'll make it happen.
I'm actually not very well known. As like I tell people that, but they don't. They're like, "What? Yeah, you are." And I'm like, "No, I'm really not. Like, I'm not. I'm. A lot of people do not know who I am."
You know what though? And the one thing I can say is like I think a lot of people do know who you are, but I think we're up to say 6 complete stories we've done together, and you look completely different in 4 of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like there's like the hair and the hair color alone.
yeah,
Like
but the name.
but like because people even your first couple ones were misdemeanor.
I know, and that
Yeah.
I know that kind of fucks things up. But also, my first Twitter got deleted, so
Fuckers.
it was gone. Anyways, most
Elon
fun,
Musk.
exciting. Well, this is gonna be super cheesy and not exciting, but without porn, I wouldn't have met my fiance. So,
Oh, so cheesy, but
Yeah.
good for you though.
I mean, that's pretty. Like we met on set at an orgy. So like without porn, I would not have met him. So that's pretty fucking a big deal.
right, yeah.
But other than that, like obviously, like gaping massive asshole and like getting fisted and stuff. That's pretty exciting too.
So Tuesday at Misty's right there. It's just
I had to throw it in just so people don't think I'm lame.
yeah.
But that is a huge thing. Like my life when I met him, I moved to Vegas, so I wouldn't have met you if I hadn't have met him.
best friends.
Yeah, so I met him, I met you. I was in Vegas for a while, then we traveled across the country. Now I'm here, and now you're here again, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was funny that we ended up an hour apart from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Hour
I was
and 20
so
minutes apart from
pumped
each
when you
other.
told me that. But yeah, so that's a big fucking deal, you know?
Oh, damn it. I had something I wanted to ask and I forgot what it was.
Yeah, well, you kind of. I was going to ask about the evolution of the name, Misdemeanor.
Oh, yeah,
to
there we go.
Misty Meaner.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Nothing like trying to confuse the shit out of people to really.
Well, it wasn't me. It wasn't really my choice. I mean, it was. But I was Miss Space Demeanor. And for one, everyone thought I was a dominatrix.
Gotcha.
Because it has
That makes
Miss.
sense. Yeah.
And so if you're a miss or a missus or a goddess or whatever, then you're a dom. And I'm only a femdom like half the time.
And yeah, I will say for any girls who are watching this in the future who are in the business and coming up with names or something like that, if you have Miss or Goddess in your name, but you're looking
Princess
for
even,
you're looking
like-
for like paid work or something like that, I will not message you, and most producers will not message you because a lot of the girls who have those titles in their name, for some reason they can't break character when a
They can't.
professional email is sent to you or a professional message is sent to you. They end up being raging bitches. And you know, I've had 1 or 2 of them like complain to a mutual friend, and it's like, you're a fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah, like
I
you
don't
just
care what you
can't.
are to the fans. Good for that. That's what they're into. I'm trying to have a business conversation with you. Anyways,
But they wouldn't be able to do one of your series because they would have to be a femdom in your series. So anyways, I'm not a femdom. I do not ever claim to be a dominatrix. I am a switch, and so I can professionally top and bottom, but I do not like do dominatrix work at all. So I changed it for that, and also because companies want you to have an actual first name.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, I'll just keep it the same, but I'll make it into a name. And I did that.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
better than like what I would have come up with. So yeah, that's like cool that she was able to keep it.
I didn't want to completely change it and have to like do the rebrand thing. So I just kept it as close as possible. And
Just
made
the
it
way
into
my
a name.
brain works, I would have never even thought of that.
When I was dancing, I went by Misty. So I was like, no, this is working for stripping. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We learned something today.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've always actually wondered that. It's actually been a while.
Oh, I got another one. And this, if it hasn't happened to you yet, I feel bad for asking, but I have to because a lot of girls enjoy telling the stories. Doesn't necessarily have to be your first time, but if it's happened, like being recognized.
oh yeah.
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 How has that been? You got any good
I'm
ones? You got
wondering
any
if
funny
anyone on
ones?
here is from, but anyways, in where I live, I am a fucking celebrity there. It is hilarious. And I didn't tell anyone, but we drive a truck that says Sergeant Productions. And so people look it up. And so I don't know if it happened because of that or just from me being recognized by one and then it spread like wildfire throughout the entire town. But like I go into Lowe's and everyone's like, hi, Misty, watched your OnlyFans live last night. Like, I go into Publix and people like
God.
just are like, hi, Misty. And they're all extremely polite because we live in the South.
yeah.
And like people are fucking nice and they're just they're super chill. Like I've had people message me who have seen me but are like, I didn't know if it was okay.
I'm in the business and I'm
Like-
still weird about like, should I go up and say hello? I don't want
Yeah.
to make her uncomfortable.
And for me, like I always want people to talk to me, but a lot of people don't. So that's
Yeah.
nice of them to ask. I get recognized at airports all the time. I don't know what it is about the airport, but it's like maybe we stick out because we look different. I don't know. I'm wearing,
'Cause
I'm
people
wearing
just
cheetah
said-
print pants or something,
Yeah,
but and my Brazzers bag.
It's
But-
because you're around a whole bunch of guys that just spent 4 days straight in a hotel by themselves
That's
jerking
a
it.
really good point.
They're
Maybe it
just
is
like,
that.
wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah. She looks
Will you turn
familiar.
around, bend over? Can I? That's fucking.
Yeah.
I knew it was you.
Yeah, I recognize that ass.
So, but it doesn't happen all the time. I'm always really excited when it does, and it makes me feel good. But it has happened.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I remember when I first started getting recognized going to conventions, and
Which is weird.
because it was the hardcore, like especially back then, like the
Your
original
face isn't in
hardcore
it.
taboo stuff. What it was is they make you wear the name tag.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I go Kyle Balls, and I remember that first time it happened. I think it was like 2017. Maybe 20. It was 2017, and it was like 12 different guys. Oh, Kyle Balls Productions, Kyle Balls Film, Kyle Balls Film, and they would always like get a picture or something like that, but they do it really quick because I'm like, you know, if you're watching my stuff, you're into some weird mommy shit. Like, and I was like I said, they would just like, or half of them wouldn't do pictures, they just want to shake my hand or something like that, but then like disappear as soon as their significant other walked over. Like, oh, I just ran into this guy, I don't know who he is or anything like that. So yeah, now that I'm doing a little bit more of like step stuff, it seems to be okay to take a picture with me. So anyways.
When was the last time you were recognized?
So it's kind of a split thing. Last time someone came up to me, probably a couple months.
Okay.
Last time I've made eye contact with someone and there's a look, like the last time I was at Topgolf.
Okay, so
Top golf.
Yeah.
I love
couple
Top
weeks.
Golf.
Last week.
Yeah, I see that in people's eyes every once in a while too. When
Yeah.
we're walking around a park, people
If
get that.
Coco's with me, it's way worse
Yeah.
because they recognize her or they recognize me, and then they see her or they see me, and that's instant.
Yeah.
There's no question at that point. And obviously that used to happen a lot more in Vegas, like when we go out strip walking or something like that.
Yeah, totally.
Well, if you're strip walking, like everyone's looking at you, right?
Yeah, right.
You're,
Right, but
you're
yeah, we would-
stripping while you walk.
That's
You're
true.
Getting naked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's how you do it in Vegas.
Only downtown.
Yeah,
That's why I like downtown.
but
Sorry, I wasn't fast enough on that to get it right when you
No,
said
that's
that.
fucking great. Thank you.
but yeah.
I'm a comedian now. I think.
Oh yeah, everybody's a comedian.
I'm gonna add that to my porn resume.
What's the key to comedy? Oh, see, timing.
No.
Fucked it up.
Who is your favorite OG fans? You. Why? How much for cock ratings? I don't really do cock ratings. Sorry.
Oh, that's good to know.
Especially considering what she's into, guys, you might not want.
Well, I always
Yeah.
ask when I used to do them, and I would always ask, like, do you want
Yeah.
SPH, do you want an honest review or do you want a nice review?
Yeah.
I would ask because I love doing SPH. Oh my God.
Little dick motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right.
Misty, how are you? I am doing great.
So, in your personal life, besides, orgies on a Tuesday, and obviously anybody who follows your social media knows the farm girl life.
I was about to say,
that's
it's really more like a Tuesday for me.
What do we have any other hobbies right now? Like movies, TV shows?
I do not have time to watch any TV or movies. I actually have recently. I went and saw the Machine. It was fucking amazing.
See, I want to go see that.
I love him, and it was great.
It's the only thing in the theater that
10
I
out
want
of
to go
10.
see.
Yeah. I don't ever go to movies anymore. Like I
Who
do not
goes to
watch
movies anymore?
series. I really enjoy it. I like popcorn a lot.
I do too, but it's the lazy side of me when I'm like I have a theater room. I'll wait a month.
You do.
And then get
You
it.
can usually get it like the same day.
Now, yeah, it's get to that point. So yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I'm not a sit down person. So when I'm at home, like I exercise a lot. I go to the gym a lot. So if I'm not at the gym or at home doing stuff around the house or on my ranch, then like there really isn't a lot of other time for stuff. I read.
Sleeping and shooting. Gotcha.
Yeah, I sleep, shoot, I read, I take photos of myself, like as
She is
vain
the
as that
machine.
sounds like. But I make sure I have content and shit to post for social media, and I hang out with my partner and my cows and my chickens and my dogs. And I clean a lot because I like cleaning.
Now,
Cleaning.
you used a word there that we're going to go in on right now. Partner. That always gets really confusing to me.
Oh, yeah.
I never know what to say, and I'm always like, is there like a business
sounds like a
agreement
lesbian.
or something like that? Like, it's a friend of mine, Lucy. She is from another country, so I understand the verbiage might be different, but she talked about her partner for like a couple years, and I'm like, is this a business partner? A sexual partner, like you just someone you're hooking up with, and it's like, no, married for years, and I like just can't say husband, like you can't, to make my life easier, I can't hear husband,
Come out of
boyfriend,
your mouth
fiance,
once.
like.
It's a weird habit because when he was my boyfriend was never ever like a title for what he was.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
and so I just started saying partner because it was so much more than boyfriend, right?
Gotcha.
And I can't just be like daddy to everyone, like they're gonna be
Well,
like,
not everyone.
but some people, yes.
Some people, yes.
But yeah, so like I started using partner for that, and now fiance is new, and that still like
I was engaged for 2.5 years, and it took me almost 2.5 years to say fiance. Like every time,
Yeah.
and by the time I was able to say it, it was like, oh yeah, wife.
It sounds so fancy and
Yeah,
like
like-
above anything else, like he's my dom and my daddy. So I'm like,
Gotcha.
fiance just sounds like, I don't know.
That's a
hard to
decent
get
enough
used to.
reason, but it's-
I love it because I'm like super happy and proud to call him my fiance, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, partner. He's
that's
also
some
my
adult
business
stuff right
partner,
there,
so we are partners in life.
Gotcha. So yeah, anyways, not that I have a huge problem with it, but you know what really grinds my gears? What does partner
All right,
mean?
Peter.
Like, because I feel like sometimes this would be coming from you is like when a woman tells you like I have a partner, I'm like, is she trying to fuck me? Like I don't know what that means. Like if you have a husband, I'm a little bit more like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
Partner, what does that mean?
To me, if a
Are
girl
you-
says partner, I think lesbian. Usually,
Yeah,
like
it just
immediately.
like that's what I'm saying. Like just the first time, like whenever I hear that from a girl, like not that it matters a whole lot, but I'm just
No.
kind of like, do I address him as Mr. Partner? Like, and I'm even jumping the gun there too. Is it a male partner?
Right.
Yeah.
Female
Like,
partner?
It just that's how it
Was
kind
there
of
an
originated.
LLC? Was there an LLC formed? I don't know. I don't know. So just because you said that, so I was like, I'm going to jump on that because I'm going to have that girl on the podcast and give her shit about it the whole time. Lucy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
when
thought
she
I
was here,
didn't
she's
realize we were
moving
still
here
talking about
from
Lucy, yeah.
Australia. So yeah, I'm gonna have her on the
Yeah.
podcast. Be like, is that a normal thing where you come from?
Oh, is that something we're going to include in there? Because we used her name several times.
Yeah, Lucy. I mean, I didn't say her last name.
Yeah, but people are going to know.
Will they?
She's going to know.
Will they? Well, see,
Kyle.
actually, how much of my Life of Balls do you actually watch?
I've watched all of it multiple times.
I don't believe you.
You want to look at my YouTube?
Okay, fine. You're the weird one.
I like watching it because it's I see myself having fun and it makes me happy.
Aw, makes me happy to hear.
Yeah, they're like genuinely love watching them, and so do my fans because they get to see me like in the wild.
The amount of my friends and family who I'm like, yeah, we did it on Life of Balls. Have you watched it? No, it's not really what I'm into.
I watch them all.
Fuck you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Fuck you guys.
I watch them all
appreciate
when they come out, and then usually when I watch the one that just came out, I go back through and I watch some of the other old ones again.
Even my cousin / new assistant Bunny, she's like a big thing where I'm like, she's like, have you ever done this? And I'm like, we did a whole episode of it. Like,
Do your research.
have you watched the show that you're supposed to start like cutting reels off of? She's like, it's on my to-do list. I'm like, that's a little hurtful.
Yeah.
It's a little
Someone
hurtful.
said, laughing my ass off, Mr. Partner. I'm going to use that, Kyle.
Good afternoon, Mr. Partner.
Mr. Partner.
Misty, you're getting married. Yeah, you need to fucking keep up with the times, yo. Yes, at some point. I'm not a wedding person at all, but
Yeah, I learned my lesson on the big one.
yeah, no, not happening. I just want like a keg of Truly, and we're going to have it at my house. So.
A keg of Truly. Is that a thing?
I don't
They
know,
have
but
kegs?
I'm going to make it into a thing.
Yeah.
I want
No, I
to.
don't think they do.
I'm
Have you ever gotten it on tap? I don't think it's on tap.
no, but I get a keg and fill it, right?
No.
I can't make my own keg.
It's her special day.
It's
Don't
my
be
special
a
day.
dick and ruin it.
Oh,
I'm
and
just
a
saying,
bouncy house.
I'd be
we
willing
are
to
going to
bet
make it happen for
It
you.
could,
Bouncy
you
house.
could get it done. Yeah, I'm saying you couldn't
I'm
do
gonna fucking
it.
go get like one of those
Like-
Gatorade fucking
That's
massive
fine.
football things and just dump Truly and be like, hey, it's a keg.
And then you had to dump it on me
It's her special day.
because it's
Nice beer, by the way. Thank you. I worked hard on it.
Oh, truly leg. It's now a thong. What?
Exactly.
Thing. Oh, truly keg. It's now a thing. Yes, I was like, it's a thong. I want a truly thong. I've asked them for merch. They ignore me. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, I've tried.
Yeah.
I've gone a while on catching up. Wow. I love all your videos.
Maybe
Thank
I'll
you,
bleep out every time.
Kyle. I have
You said
a
Truly.
question for you.
Oh no.
What's your favorite series that we've done that you think that everyone should see?
Oh.
If they haven't already. Oh. We've done a lot.
Yeah, there's two that I think really show Misty's range of acting and just come off as flowing the best. And it's definitely, I think it was Massage for My Brother's Wife, which was the first one.
The very first
and
one.
And you got to think that's like Misty's first time shooting with me. We've
Yeah.
only met each other,
It's
I
my
think,
first
one other
actual
time.
paid shoot.
Had no clue about that. Kyle cigar suggestions, Acid brand. They're flavored. They're delicious. But she did a great job because that story had a great build to it.
That was a
and
reluctant one, wasn't it?
It was reluctant, and even though she is
the opposite of
a
that.
horn dog, in that moment, probably not knowing that it was one of her first shoots, she could be reluctant and awkward there, which is exactly what the scene called for. And
I still have to try to be.
so it flowed really well. And then between that one and then the other one that's all over the internet because for like a couple days there we broke the internet with how that thing started blowing up was it My Hot Blonde Aunt Teaches Me Sex Ed?
Yeah.
And like Misty always looks good. She's always got her looks on point and everything like that. But she had just done her hair and she had just gone shopping for some MILF wear.
Yeah.
And holy crap, from the blue jeans to the shirt she was wearing, she looked like the mom next door we all want to bang. And so yeah, those I like that's just with her acting in those scenes and then the setup and the build up, those were hits. Now the one we just shot,
I think that's gonna be really.
that's
good.
gonna be I want to be on the front page Pornhub for that one.
Do you have a
Hope so.
name for that one?
Yeah.
For your editor?
Depressed stepmom needs my sperm.
Sweet.
Sad Misty.
I feel like that's gonna get some
I
attention.
think just the name alone.
Oh, dude, like we'll spoil a little bit because it'll be in the first episode, but like we needed her to be depressed, so we put her in like one of my baggy shirts, put her on a
Sad
blanket on a
Misty.
couch, covered her in bags of chips and candy
And pill bottles.
and pill bottles, and just sort of like moping on the
Okay.
couch. So we went all in on that one.
yeah,
Nice.
like if we're doing depressed, I need to be covered in snacks.
Yeah.
Like let's be real. Let's
if
make
if
it
I would have
realistic.
had empty ice cream containers, it would have been out
Oh,
there.
that would have been
like,
so
I would have,
good.
but I was like, I actually have some birthday cake ice cream, and I'm like, I'm not sharing that with her. Like I wasn't gonna
Waste
risk.
it.
I wasn't gonna risk that melting.
I'm so jealous.
That's kept for in the fridge for
I want
emergency
ice cream.
situations. Like I keep champagne chilled and ice cream ready to go.
Right.
You never
I
know.
can be an emergency situation.
Kyle.
Well, good. I'm glad. Okay, it's good to know. That's kind of the two that I thought were probably your favorites.
The
but-
dungeon one was great. It was the lighting, which was
Yeah.
my choice. No one to blame on that one. The story behind it was great. One way or another way, I'm gonna find a way to shoot that again. And the Step Aunt Cures Broken Heart. That one was a good one too. So everything we've done with her. Oh God, then there's the closet one too. Like everything I've shot with Misty has always been a hit.
Yay.
Ben and Jerry sponsors now. Yeah, right. Call us. We're a new podcast. We'll take any sponsors.
You know, any
Truly,
sponsors
where you
at all.
at?
Church of Scientology, Jehovah's Witness, hit us up. We'll sponsor your religion. Like, yeah, pay us and we'll talk like
Scientology. I don't think they would like us.
no.
No.
But hey,
Neither
Maybe
would
the Church
Jehovah's
of Satan.
Witnesses.
They're losing celebrities fast going to jail, so maybe I can take Danny's spot, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
huh?
30
Yeah,
years
you
right
should
there.
Be able to slide right into that.
That 70s show guy getting locked up.
Which one?
The Danny
Hyde?
Masterson.
Oh, not Hyde.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
got found guilty of a couple different counts of rape with violence. And,
I heard about that like years ago.
Yeah, it's from,
That's
like,
just
20
how-
years ago.
Yeah.
yeah,
2002.
he got accused of it. I think it was 2017. He didn't get arrested till 2018, and with COVID and his lawyers, they tied it up for years and had a mistrial and everything. But yeah, he got proven guilty on 2 counts, and it's a 15 to life for each one of them.
Make more content with Clover.
It's on my to-do list.
I
There's
want
a
to make
scene her
content
coming
with
soon.
Clover. She's the one that was just here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a scene.
She's awesome.
Scene coming soon. We got one coming, and I think Matt Sachs at Glaze Studios. He's got another one with her. So one of us will be dropping next. Not sure who, but ta-da!
Dude, Kyle, do Dungeon after college to remake the first be a great feat.
What?
I think
You
he
know
wants
what
to
he
be
means?
like something to do with the stepson after college, and stepmom takes you back in the dungeon.
Oh.
That's
He's
what I
saying
got.
remake something, like remake the first.
Oh, like okay, you come back
Yeah.
from college and discover that your childhood bedroom's been made into the dungeon.
Oh my God, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, every now and then, I rarely have series where, like, when they're big hits, I can keep them rolling. But the mom military son one that Coco and me started, dude,
Yeah.
we did like 7 spinoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. That thing kept rolling and building and building and building. I caught a lot of hate for being fat and saying I was in the military, but considering military guys gave me the script, I was like, I'm honoring their service by pretending to be them.
You're like, I don't do the PT
Yeah,
test.
yeah.
it's fine.
Did you notice all the military stuff was stock footage? I was not doing any of that.
That is not me.
I'm
in
an
the
artist.
fatigues.
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
Yes, I'm an artist.
I'm an
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah, I was not doing
Pussy artist.
that. Yeah, right. There we go. So yeah, that I'm always happy to go back and play them, but sometimes the way these stories end, like you can't really revive them without it turning into Star Wars: The Force Awakens or something.
Oh, yeah,
who
it
wants
just
to go
gets-
that route?
It just
Yeah.
gets bad. It
Yeah.
gets worse and worse with time. Not like a fine wine.
Indiana Jones and the insufferable
Be like,
feminist.
wait, I thought the nephew went home after the summer trip.
Yeah, people pay way too much
Back
attention.
for Christmas vacation. Yeah, should we talk about anything else? What else do you want to talk about? I don't know.
I know. I
I don't really know. I don't know if I have another good flow with this or anything.
Come see me live at the Whiskey on the 10th in Tampa / it's Seminole. And also watch my series with Kyle.
It should.
my
If
series
all
with
goes
Kyle.
well, it will be all over the internet.
Yeah.
We will balls in your face everywhere.
Balls deep,
Yeah,
baby.
shocking balls.
Shocking balls. Oh, that should be the name.
Shocking
I thought it was
balls.
balls deep.
It is right now.
It is. We were
It's
actually
Life
we've
of
been
Balls,
going.
colon.
By the time
Balls
this will be the third or fourth podcast, by the time anybody sees it, and the first 3 were like, we don't have a name. Welcome to the podcast, because we were debating about like, is balls deep going to be too like we
No,
just didn't want to
because
seem
it's
off like
balls.
teenage sexual
Deep.
like corny, so we didn't want to go that
No.
route. But then again, anybody who knows me, it's Kyle Balls.
Yeah.
Anybody who's seen my stuff knows why.
Exactly. I think it's brilliant.
That's actually. I had that's actually a test for when girls come to shoot with me. Sometimes they're like, "So where'd you come up with Kyle Balls?" I'm like, "You didn't do any research, did you? You didn't
Yeah,
actually
you
look at any
haven't
of my
shot with me
shit.
yet,
You
have
don't
you?
know."
Like anything I've done.
Like, yeah, clearly you haven't seen my work.
Well, like you were saying before, I'm thinking about starting to do it myself here. I was trying to pick a name that goes with the the testicle motif here. Kyle Balls, Matt Sachs, and the only thing I could come up with is Wayne Danglers. What do you think?
I love it. I love it.
What's a good one with scrotum?
Right. There is
Wayne
nothing else that just
danglers.
sounds cool.
Okay,
know?
but you sound like a cowboy.
Yeah. Wrangle that
I'd have
pussy
to have a
boy.
southern
Yeah,
accent.
the whole thing, like Wayne Dangler,
Danglers.
Yippee-ki-yay,
cowboy pussy wrangler. Oh my god, because
No.
Dangler rhymes with Wrangler.
Right? That's kind of, yeah. That's
You
where
gotta
I
wear a
am.
hat. Wait, is it gonna be POV?
Of course.
You gotta put a little hat on
Look
your
at me.
penis. a little teeny tiny
Draw
cowboy
a
hat.
little face with a mustache on it.
Yeah,
little
and then you go,
handlebar.
this town ain't big enough for the two of us.
This puss ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yeah, and then you shove your dick and your balls inside her.
Really dark, really fast.
This isn't dark, this is a great idea.
So yeah, we're gonna talk more, but
I like it. I will totally promote your Wayne Dangler.
So I told him I was like, we have the connections. We know a lot of people. If you want to get in, man, like,
That's so true. Yeah.
we've got enough friends out there. I'm sure somebody will do some shoots with you.
Oh my god, I have so many ideas.
Yeah, there you go.
This is all my head does is come up with this stuff.
yeah, I've been waiting since I started working with Kyle here for somebody to approach me about doing a CSI Miami spoof fucking porn like series. Like, why has nobody
yeah.
approached me for that? Be like, why aren't you doing this?
You should
Well,
see him when he puts on the jacket and the sunglasses. It's you think it's that guy's stunt double.
I never watched that. You look like one of them.
The CSI Miami guy.
If you
Yeah.
ever see a
Yeah.
poster, I'll show you when we get off. You should just see the poster, the main character, whatever, and it's.
You didn't go with us to the Gaylord thing we did at Christmas. We didn't do it for Life of Balls, but we. Who went
I don't
with
think
us?
she was with us.
And
I only go to the
I was
ones.
approached.
I only go to the ones for YouTube.
I was approached by a woman.
I don't get invited to anything else.
It was convinced
Working on it.
I was him.
Yeah, that's right. That lady thought a lady cornered him. He got recognized by a fan, and it wasn't him.
Oh,
Yeah, just thought it was
she,
me. Yeah,
she
thought
for
I
the
was him.
longest time thought it was him. Like she kept talking. I remember we were all like, "Is Wayne trying to fuck her or something?" Like because it was taking him so long.
Yeah, I ended up running away.
well, we're gonna have to work on that if you want to get into the industry.
Yeah, it was
No,
funny.
I was she just kept coming at me. And I was like, please, let me buy you a drink. I'm like, okay. And then like,
Just do it.
There's a funny story I'll tell you just because I know you can't picture the guy from CSI Miami, but pretend he looks like him in your
I
head.
want to look it up.
We were filming some stuff in Vegas. We just needed transition shots for Life of Balls episodes.
Oh, God.
So Wayne needed me to just drive past him in the car a few times, and we picked a good spot in town or near the house and everything, and it looked good. Kept driving by, and the last time we do it, a fucking giant, like, was it a horsefly or a bee started fucking with him. Started fucking with him, and I think it had gotten to the point where he was just irritated. That's what it was. You were flying the drone, and he didn't want to crash the drone, so he was like tolerating the bee. He gets the drone landed right as I drive by. And he's on the side of the road in Vegas. And I remember as I drove by, I was like, that's my cameraman. And I turned around to come pick him up, and the car in front of me slowed down and was looking at him. And I was
special.
like, they're like, oh, the guy from CSI Miami's really falling on hard times. And I was like, just punching me. I remember I pulled up and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, didn't you see the bee? There was a fucking
It was
bee.
huge.
And I was like, no, I just saw you fucking punching the air on the side of the road.
Oh my god.
That's my right-hand man right there. And on that note, thank you guys for tuning into the Balls Deep podcast.
Balls deep.
Thank you so much for being here, Bestie. I appreciate it.
Thank
You're the best.
you.
Wayne, I appreciate you holding it together, buddy.
As always.
I'm not
the
really
sound.
doing shit to get this done, so
Sound.
yeah, do the sound.
Which sound?
There we go. Now we sound cool.
That's not really an outro sound, but okay.
I'm not
Thanks,
wearing
guys.
pants.
Appreciate you.